All right. We envision a product that eliminates the need for carrying a bulky, often ineffective bike box. This product allows users to secure their bike temporarily on-site for a small hourly fee. This product is a safe, affordable, and convenient alternative to otherwise unsafe and ineffective bike locks. We call it the QuikLock bike rack system.
We think that the QuikLock bike rack system can ensure bike safety, thus reducing bike thefts and damages around the area that we put this product, which brings me to my next point. Our target market for this product is mainly college students, where they can simply walk into the system and swipe their college ID, whether it be RAM cash for CSU students or Tiger Bucks as you guys had at CC. They can swipe their card, and for a small hourly fee, they can ensure the safety of their bike. So we've done an initial and rough design of the product, and after a lot of research, we estimate around $35,000 to $40,000 to be sufficient revenue or sufficient for this product for research and development, for patenting, and for manufacturing. Now, bike theft in the U.S. is a huge deal. In 2010 alone, over 200,000 bikes were stolen. And where do you think they were stolen, you might ask? The main place they were stolen is college campuses, where college students either insecurely lock up their bikes, don't lock up their bikes at all, or ineffectively lock up their bikes. CU and CSU, the crime for bikes is the #1 crime on campus. And last year, CSU had 196 bikes that were stolen, mine included. I brought a cable lock to school, and I didn't think that people could just cut it really, really easily. And so they did, and I went to school the next day and was like, oh no, my bike's broke. So, but yeah, it's a huge deal, which leads us to our next point, which is the potential for this product.
Yeah, and the great thing about this product is that it has huge potential. Practically every college has a lot of bikes on campus. It's the main mode of transportation for many kids going to and from class. This is especially prevalent in larger universities, such as CSU, and this is where we'd like to have our pilot product. CSU alone has over 20,000 bikes registered, and we'd like to place it in the center of campus, the hub of campus, where students are constantly coming and going, constantly using the bike racks, and they need to lock up their bikes. That being said, we did do a survey out at CSU, and we found that over 75% of those surveyed are very interested in using a product like this, and they're willing to pay for it. And we think that because of that, we can expand it to not only CSU, but other large schools in Colorado like CU, UCCS, UNC, and eventually we hope to go nationwide to other large campuses across the country. So this is a 3D drawing of the design of the solution. As you can see, there are about 8 to 10 docking stations per unit with a central locking mechanism. That's where the students will swipe their card, enter which one they want to use, to lock their bike up, and then swipe their card again. The system, how that works, is incredibly simple. It's incredibly user-friendly. Students swipe their card, they lock their bike up, they keep it locked for however long they want, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, and then they unlock their bike or simply swiping their card again, which leaves it vacant for the next customer. Now the money goes directly in the account, similar to how when you swipe a card here at any college campus for like a meal planning, deducts money from your account, puts it into ours. So it's a very easy, very simple way. This is a close-up view of the actual bike locking mechanism. It's been designed so it's ergonomically available for a lot of types of bikes, big bikes, pretty much any adult bikes to work for, except probably not kids' bikes, but hopefully there are not too many children at colleges these days. This is a view of the bike locking mechanism with the cable running around it. As you can see, it secures the frame as well as the tire. The steel cable is going to be made of at least 3/4 inch thick cable. That is because there are no clippers on the market today that can cut through that. We'd also like to integrate a wire that goes through the actual lock so that if cut, maybe sound an alarm, just to ensure the absolute safety of the bike. This is where you break your front tire just to keep the bike, one, stable and an extra safety precaution.
All right, competitors. So we did a little research on this and found that some of our competitors, I don't know if you guys have heard of the V-Cycle downtown, where you can just take a bike and ride it around downtown and lock it up at a station for either like an annual membership or a semester, 6-month membership, or a daily fee. There's that, and then actually in Colorado Springs at the RTD stations, they have these big like lockers for your bikes where you can just walk your bike in and pay with your credit card or something and take a key and have that key with you until you return to unlock your bike. But we think that the main competitors right now are either U-locks or cable locks, because almost any college student has them around these days. But our main target for this is if they forget if they can't find their lock or if they don't want to carry around a really bulky lock, which the three students that I surveyed, or at least three of the students that I surveyed said that they had forgotten their bike lock that week. So we think that there's huge potential for this. So, and patent, I know a guy at CSU who's very knowledgeable on the patent subject, and so he's really helping us through the process of getting a provisional patent for this. And as far as trademarking goes, QuikLock has no trademark competitors, so we could just get a trademark like that if we wanted to.
Yeah, eventually we'd like to phase out these. We think they're very ineffective, like I said, unsafe. So, one, we are original. This is a completely original, creative idea that hasn't really been seen before. It's number two, profitable. We'll be receiving a rolling income. We'll always be receiving income as students will constantly be using it. Three of the major things that it has the ability to expand. It has the ability to not only go from CSU to other colleges in Colorado to other colleges across the nation. And four, we are determined to make this product a complete success.
And that's it. Thank you.
That was number 5 minutes.
All right, yeah, the floor's open for any questions that you guys have. So, yeah.
Strangely, I have a question for Rick.
Okay.
Which gets you off the spot. For a second.
Okay.
Rick, about 2 months ago at HAI, we had a company present a rack at ski resorts. That actually looked very similar to their rack. It was for securing ski boots and skis as opposed to bikes. But a similar kind of model, for credit cards. Remember how much money they were looking for?
Can't remember the amount of money. Probably north of 100,000, probably less than 200,000. The main reason it did not get traction probably was because with ski boots, unlike bicycles, who would want to lock up their ski boots outside? Have you ever tried to put on freezing cold ski boots?
Yeah.
Doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So that was one of the major reasons why people were not terribly excited about that.
We're talking about, today we're talking about a heater element, keep them warm.
Yeah.
Where you don't need to keep a bicycle seat warm.
Yeah.
Right.
So that
So-
was the cost.
Right.
Why didn't you consider some would-be competitors, the manufacturers of bike racks?
Well, we sort of consider that along with the conventional bike locks, because when you use a bike rack, the lock is not on the bike rack. Bike racks, they don't make them where you just pull it and lock it on site. So when you do pull it up to a bike rack, you have to use one of those two products, or any other type, but essentially mainly those two products. So
Have you thought about talking to somebody in that business to see why they haven't had an all-inclusive offering, including a...
Yeah, I did talk to someone who majored in entrepreneurship type stuff up at CSU, and he did say that feasibility-wise, it would be kind of maybe hard to gain enough revenue, but we're thinking with our product, especially if we have a couple of these stations around the campus, we could do like a semester membership, where if we get enough students to pay a semester membership, that would outweigh the hourly membership by a lot. Is what we're thinking.
yeah, and a lot of what he was talking about, they try to do it not at colleges. They try to do it outside, which kind of doesn't really work as well because you don't have a constant, demand for people who want to lock up their bikes. But unique to colleges, you always have kids going to and from class on their bikes that they need to lock it up. So I think that's why it never really took off beyond the college campus. So that's why we're really focused on the college campus.
What are the numbers?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the size of the market?
It was around like 50 billion or some. I forget.
Well, it's size market for all of the bikes or the potential
the bike
bikes.
industry.
What will it take you to get to a prototype? What
Okay.
sales and revenue,
Yeah, well,
sales
we've,
price?
like I said, I drew up what you're looking at this on just a basic CAD program. It didn't take me that long, but we'd like to, we're not engineers, unfortunately, so we'd like to get some consultation on the feasibility of the engineering, the electricity part of it, the circuitry of it. And Jay, you have a friend up at CSU?
Yeah, I do have a friend up at CSU who's a junior now, and so he said that he could help design a circuit system for this, where at least at the main station, he could design like a very low energy efficient circuit for this product.
Yeah, and we looked up the material costs. We were thinking about stainless steel for materials. We tried to, it's kind of hard to estimate how much it's actually going to cost, but that's where we came up with $40,000. So we
To
take.
do a prototype, that's going to take you through the prototype.
Well, we're not sure if that's completely the prototype. I think it'll be about that, maybe a bit less, but we have to hire some people to help us out in this. So we're thinking in total it's going to be around $40,000. Yeah.
Are your customers the students, or are your customers the universities, and then you're doing a profit sharing or revenue sharing with the university? Which one are you doing?
Well, yeah, we do want the university to kind of see this and be like, oh, we could use this too, and we want something out of this. So that's why we're thinking if we did do the sharing thing, then they could do it via like Tiger Bucks like you guys have here, and they could get a cut of that or something like that, where we have the product in and we can maintain it and stuff like that, whereas they, just for having it on campus, they would get a small cut of the revenue that we
So that's your actual market, those are your buyers, or your...
Yeah, the college students.
Yes. Well,
No.
they're the users, but...
Well,
The actual college, yeah. Sorry.
So, because you basically, they have to agree to allow it.
Yes.
Yes.
They have to agree to allow it, and then we hope that we put it in and they see how many times people use it, how effective it was, and that they would want to expand and get more of them. So that's our goal.
And that's also research for us. If we did put a product like this in, we could try the hourly thing for a year or something like that and see how much revenue we make. And then if we had enough of the systems, we could try a semester thing and see if that was a lot more efficient, see how students responded to that. And we could also see how students responded to the hourly thing, so we're not exactly sure. But I did take a survey of around 40 students up at CSU, and 75% said they would use it, and then, a lot of them even told me that they were using a friend's lock, or they had lost their bike lock that past week or something like that. So we thought, well, there is an actual potential for this.
Would they have to, did you ask them, they have to have a lock because they go off to Qdoba or wherever to go eat lunch, or, so wouldn't they need to have a lock anyway?
Right,
Well, they would have to have a lock, but it's better that they have this. They use this system than carrying around. Because I don't know if you know an e-lock. It is big. It's kind of a pain to carry around, and those QuikLocks are huge. And they're not going too far. I mean, they're going maybe a mile on the bigger campuses. Here at CC, it's a bit different because we can walk everywhere. That's where we like to start at CSU. But they would have to have a lock, but it's not as prevalent as we think they could be using this product.
But yeah, I totally understand what
Yeah,
you're saying about the whole.
it's almost redundant. They have to have a lock. Probably have to have a lock.
Have you, it seems to me that you do need to work a little bit on your pricing model for what people might be willing to pay. And here's a thought for you. Why not have a lock dispenser, whereby you take advantage of the existing racks, just have a dispenser next to the racks, just like you have in the airport, where you can put in a credit card, you can get a card, and then when you turn it back in, it just gives you credit back to the card, and you only pay a nominal fee. That way, you're getting your costs down. So over a